And we also have got to figure out how to provide solutions for emerging technologies. We now have all sorts of new technologies coming, so how are we going to be able to address them? So what if interfaces would automatically change to a form you could understand and use? What if we had auto-personalization, the ability for something, when you came up to it, to change? It would automatically change into something you understood. Content, materials that came to you would automatically come or be changed into a form that you could read and understand. And this is the key. So what if an elder or anybody with a set of limitations could quickly and easily determine what would help them, and then to store that information? They'd be able to find out, oh, these kinds of modifications would make it easier for you to use. And then when you found out what they were, you could store them someplace. And then anywhere you went, you could pull that information and apply it. You could walk up to a kiosk and boom, it would be in a form you could use. The fonts would get bigger, or the contrast, or whatever, so that you'd be able to move around and be able to access and use things. What if we could make it so that anyone who approached a computer or other device, that device would automatically change into something that would work for them? Something that was simpler, something that was familiar. For example, let's just take an older person, and they don't have any use for all this technology and modern stuff. But you know, none of their grandkids are writing them letters anymore. And they keep saying, Grandma, why don't you do email? I'd send you email. And they don't know what email is. And so they decide they're going to go find out about what email is. And then chat. You know, they hear this chat. I'd like to chat with you, or I am with you, or SMS. And picture sharing. They're sharing pictures back with their family and grandchildren. And so they finally get decided they're going to take the plunge, they're going to try this computer stuff. And so they go and try to find email, chat, and picture sharing. And they get on the computer, and it looks like this. And they go, what on earth is this? And so someone says, well, here, let me see if I can simplify it. This is just Gmail. It's a little email program. And then there's this Skype. So, it lets you chat. You can even talk in pictures. And then we have this picture sharing thing called Picasa. And they're staring at this and they're going, what am I looking at? And you'd say, oh, it's really simple. To do it, you click on the start menu to start, but you also do that to stop, of course. And then you have this window. And a window. Well, just think of it as an area of the screen. It's not a real window. It's just, but we call it a window. And then, yeah, I know you can't see the whole letter, but you use the scroll bar. That's the thing on the right. It looks like an elevator, and if you push the elevator up, the page goes down, and if you push the elevator down, the page goes up. Yeah, I know it's hard to drag. Well, you don't have to drag. See this little triangle up here? If you push on the up triangle, the page will go down. Why does the page go down when you push up? Well, because you're moving up in the page. Never mind. And they bounce off, and now they never come back. But what if, instead of this, email, chat, and picture sharing could look like this? Okay? So they come up to the computer, and this is what they see. And if they click on the email, the contact book moves to the side. Nothing covers up, nothing disappears. There's no scroll bars, nothing, just a simple environment. If they want to use the contact book, they then click on the contact book and they open it up. They can use tabs on the side to open it to the place they want. So they come to their granddaughter Becky, and if they want to write Becky an email, what do? It's really, they click on the write an email to Becky, and what pops up is not a window with scroll bars. It's a piece of paper, and at the top it says to Becky. It doesn't say to Becky at gobbledygook, gobbledygook, gobbledygook. It just says to Becky. And it's a blank sheet. And they type. And they writes. Or you could even have it, they could, write if they wanted to. And when they're done, there's just a button at the bottom that just says send. And so they push it. It doesn't say forward or send to all or group or mail list or whatever. It just send, and they send it, and it goes. When they get an email, it comes in, opens up again as just as several pieces of paper. And when they're done reading the first one, they can touch on the second one, and it moves over. Photo albums look like just a photo album, and you just turn them. There's not fancy. It all looks like something very simple for them. Not only that, but they can go to any computer anywhere, and they either have a little USB like this, and this doesn't reside on the USB. It actually resides in the web. But this just is a little keyboard, and so anything they plug this into, it changes to this. So if they go to a Macintosh, they plug it in, it looks like this. They go to a Windows machine, they plug this in, it looks like this. They go to the senior center, they walk over to this complicated computer, and they plug it in, and it looks like this. And when they unplug it, it goes back to looking exactly like it did before, so that they don't disturb anybody else. They want to use a computer at their children's house, they plug it in, and it looks like this. So any place they go, the computers automatically change to look like what they could look like, what they would find useful. So I'm going to show an animation here that just sort of talks a little bit about it. And let's see if we have the audio set up. Oh, I bet you we don't have the audio set up, so let's try this way. Let's try to see if I have the ability to do audio here. Just hold on.